So, is this CyberpowerPC Game Xtreme desktop actually worth it if you're looking to get into PC gaming without blowing your whole budget? I've been testing this exact build for a few weeks now, and honestly, it comes down to what you need. It's not over-the-top powerful, but for most real-world gaming and everyday use, it holds up surprisingly well. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Right out of the box, one of the first things I noticed was how clean the setup was. It boots fast, Windows 11 feels snappy, and the pre-built RGB lighting actually looks tasteful, not like a rave that got out of hand. You get an RGB keyboard and mouse included, which I'll admit, aren't going to win any awards, but they work. No extra peripherals needed day one, which is nice if you're new and don't want to spend more immediately. The real backbone here is the Intel Core i5-14400F with 10 cores. For gaming, this is where it matters. Modern titles love extra cores for background tasks like streaming, voice chat, or just having Discord and a browser open while you play. I ran games like Elden Ring ***, Fortnite ***, and Cyberpunk 2077 * at medium to high settings, and frame rates stayed consistent, especially with DLSS 4 turned on. That's a big deal. DLSS 4 with the RTX 5060 helps boost performance without killing image quality, and ray tracing actually feels usable here, not like a gimmick. I had reflections on in Forza Horizon 5 ***, and it still hovered around 60+ FPS on 1440p. Now, the 16GB of DDR5 RAM at 6000 MHz is exactly where this build shines. It's fast, responsive, and handles multitasking without a hiccup. I had 3 Chrome windows, OBS, and a Spotify tab running while doing a casual stream, and the system didn't stutter once. The 1TB PCIe SSD is also plenty for most people. Installed Call of Duty ***, Hogwarts Legacy ***, and a few indie games, and I still had around 600 GB free. If you're someone who hoards games or saves video projects, you might want to add another drive later, but for most, it's more than enough. Connectivity's solid, too. You've got 3 DisplayPort, 1 HDMI, and a USB-C port on the back, so hooking up multiple monitors or an ultra-wide is easy. I used it with my 34-inch ultra-wide and a secondary 1080p monitor for chat and notes, and the desktop handled both without lag. Good Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth mean no messy cables for your headphones, mouse, or speakers. I connected my AirPods and a wireless mechanical keyboard with 0 pairing issues. One underrated thing: the system runs quiet. The cooling setup keeps the CPU and GPU temperatures in check, even after 2+ hours of gaming. I wasn't sitting there hearing a jet engine boot up every time I launched a game. And the case design, while not tiny, fits under a desk just fine and has enough airflow without looking like a spaceship. Now, let's be real, there are a few trade-offs. The RTX 5060 is capable, but don't expect max settings at 4K on every new title. Push too hard, and you'll need to rely on DLSS more than raw power. Also, the warranty is only 1 year, and while that's standard for some brands, it'd be nice to see 2 years considering the price. On the plus side, the build quality feels solid, and CyberpowerPC has decent support if you ever need to reach out. 2 big pros. You're getting DDR5 RAM and PCIe 5.0 ready components, which means this machine should stay relevant for a few years longer than budget-tier picks. And no bloatware. I booted up and was straight into Windows without pop-ups trying to sell me trials or antivirus. If you're a casual gamer, someone getting into content creation, or just want a reliable PC that can game, work, and stream without constant upgrading, this one makes sense. It's not trying to be a beast. It's trying to be balanced. And for what it does it well. I wouldn't buy this to run every game at 4K Ultra, but for 1080p to 1440p gaming with solid performance and room to grow? Yeah, this hits the sweet spot. At under $1,200, depending on sales, it's competitively priced, especially with the RTX 5060 and DDR5 combo. You could build something similar yourself, sure, but not without spending time sourcing parts, dealing with compatibility, and risking a bad installation. This one's plug and play, tested, and ready to go. So, if you're looking at this and thinking, is this the right fit for me? And you want a solid starter or mid-tier gaming rig that won't slow you down? The answer is probably yes. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price or availability on Amazon.